Hey Posh Hearts, it's Simone here, and I am super excited to talk to you guys today about Posh Night and everything that we learned. So I did go live, sorry, bouncing everything. I did go live this morning, kind of going over the products and a little bit more Q&A over the products that we received at UnCon and in the transition kits. Transition kits have all shipped, so you should be seeing yours showing up shortly. There hasn't been any like status changes or whatever, so it's probably just going to show up without you really expecting it to come so soon. So, which is awesome. The shipping department has been working so hard, and it's unbelievable that they got that many kits out. It was almost 11,000 kits that they were able to ship out Friday. So let's get into it. This might be a little bit longer of a training, so if you guys have questions about any of this, please, please, please feel free to ask, because there is a lot of stuff that we went over and a lot of stuff that I want to share with you. So this is kind of a, I guess as best as I can, an overview of the things that we learned. Okay, so again, this is going to be pretty condensed because this was several days of training. So, and I do want to go over some things that I want to implement in our group as well, and I really, I'm going to get that out there. So, goal setting was one of the biggest themes of UnCon, I think, and leadership, and it's really one of the things that I have personally not been very good at, just because when you well, first you have to know what your goals are, and then you have to take that extra step and be able to put them down somewhere. So to put them on paper, and when you're putting them on paper, or when you're writing them down, it feels so much more real. At least I'm sure many of you guys can relate. And so figuring out what your goals are first can be tough, and then actually putting it out there, putting it out in the world, telling anybody about it means that it's there, that you've let your goal out into the world, right? And now you're held accountable. There's a goal that needs to be reached. What are you going to do to reach it? So I'm not super good about writing down my goals, but I do want to change that. And I hope that you guys will also take that step with me as well, and to really think about what your goals are, small, medium, large, shoot for the moon goals, and write them down. They don't have to be fully thought out yet, but I really want you guys to go think about what it is that you guys want in this business or from Posh. What will fulfill your bucket, fill your bucket, what will help you feel fulfilled in this, in Posh. And really write them down. If it's a list, great. And you can always adjust it, you can always change it. The goals are ever changing. But once you do that, you're able to kind of sift through those goals and break them down, figure out how you're going to be able to reach them, okay? So that is one of the things one of the biggest themes was to set goals. Some of the quotes that I have, some of the things that people said were like, set some goals, say some prayers, go to work. And I think that's the scariest thing for me when setting goals. Hey guys, thanks for joining in. When setting goals is the fact that I've put it out in the world now and I'm responsible for them, right? They're like your little babies and you're just like, oh no, right? If you guys, Charlie or Carissa, if you guys have anything to, any questions or anything to add, feel free to add or ask. I have a bunch of notes here, and I'm just going to kind of go over some of my takeaways from UnCon and from Posh Night and all that stuff, okay? So those are my biggest things. Is we got to work on some goals, and we really need to I guess help each other out, find an accountability buddy, reach out to somebody and ask for help. If you are needing help, if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you don't know what to do, if you need anything, reach out to somebody for help, okay? All right, so Posh Night. Some of the biggest things that have I guess the biggest changes with Posh and that's pertaining to everybody. And the things that you need to be aware of are, one, our logo is changing. It's no longer going to be that thing right there. That's not it. And I think they're gonna start rolling it out. It's a slow rollout. So I don't know specifics exactly, but it's a very clean logo. So it's the circle with the P in it. The Perfectly Posh font is beautiful, and I actually cannot wait to get a vinyl for that for my car because I think it's just gorgeous. It's pristine. And actually, now that I think about it, that is the new logo. I wonder what the independent consultant logo looks like. Because it didn't even occur to me. I did not think about that, Charlie. I actually, in my mind, cannot even think of what that logo looks like. So, yeah. Anyways, all right. So the logo change is coming up. Obviously, all of the marketing stuff that you have works just fine. Oh, that's what the logo is. I have it right here. I have a shirt with it on too. So there's the P right there. So you see it like right there. It's a very clean one. Hey, Ginger. Let's see. I was gonna grab the shirt that had it on it, but I can't. It isn't within reach right now. All right. So that is one thing that's changing. That's kind of the big deal. Another thing is, well, I guess I'll just go off of this, is that UnCon next year is going to be in Nashville. If you guys can make it, you guys are going to absolutely love it. It's a great investment for your business. It's a great girls trip, whatever. You get training, you get entertainment. Sarah Evans is going to be there. Lori, I believe, from Shark Tank is going to be there to speak. This is going to be pretty epic. So if you guys have a chance to, I would highly, highly recommend you come up with a plan, break it down so that you know what you need to be doing each month to make this a goal. Nashville is located it's in the part of the country where most of the Posh consultants are at. So I think that many of you guys are going to be able to make the trip very cheaply. Obviously, if you're on the West Coast, it's not going to be as cheap. But Nashville has definitely been on my bucket list of things. So, yeah. And for those who are not fans of country, I did talk to some people who are like, they hate country, but they absolutely love Nashville. So don't be deterred if you're not a country fan, okay? Because that was like, oh my gosh. So that's awesome. Okay. The other thing is that the P&Ps are currently changing a little bit. So when that final draft is up, or that final P&Ps is up, please read through the entire thing, okay? It is part of our Posh contract, part of being a consultant, so you need to agree to it. But how many people actually read through, the terms and conditions or whatever of anything, right? But with the policies and procedures, this is actually one of those things where it actually helps your business because you should know the ins and outs of what you should do, what you can and cannot do in order to work your business successfully, okay? Let's see. Oh, for example, not a lot of questions, but some questions that come up again and again can be easily found in the policies and procedures, which are found in the Posh box. So if you guys have no clue what I'm talking about policies and procedures, if you've never read it, you don't know what logo you should be using or where you can be selling or anything like that, social media rules or anything like that, read the policies and procedures, okay? Because it's going to really break that down for you usually better than I can explain it, because they're very thorough. The policies and procedures, the things that you should be aware of that are going to be added to it are now you have the opportunity to sell consignment, to put Posh up for consignment, or in retail, pretty much. This basically makes it, they've basically made it easier for us to sell Posh, which is incredible. It's an incredible opportunity. I hope you guys are super excited and that your brains are kind of going at what you can be doing about this, because what this means is you can actually set up a kiosk in the mall for 2 months, I think each quarter, or was it each 6 months? You know, I left my P's and P's downstairs, so I can't actually grab it right now. But you can rotate and do the 2 month kiosk at the mall if that's something you're interested in. For example, November, December, if you guys are wanting to do that, take a look at how you can be a part of that, okay? If you have any friends with salons or boutiques or storefronts, anything, reach out and see if you can get some product in their store or in their salon or spa or whatever. If you love a cutesy boutique in your city, and you see all types of different products on there, reach out, ask them if they would be interested in having your product in the store. Now, the rules on that one will be that you can't have more than a certain amount of product on display at all times, and it has to be clear. I think that you are a consultant, not Perfectly Posh. Like, you need to be able to have your info on it and stuff like that, which of course you want people to contact you if they need anything, right? So that is really one of probably like the biggest change in the P's and P's. And so I want you guys to really start thinking about, make your list, make your dream team list. But now, instead of potential team members, excuse me. Yeah. Okay, so now make your dream team list, but instead of potential team members, your dream team list is going to consist of places you would love to set up a Posh space. Okay. Some cities have, sorry, I'm like freezing cold here. So some cities have, I'm looking for a blanket, I'm sorry. Okay, so some cities have have boutiques and have those types of places where you can put up a retail shop. And this is completely new. This is not something that we've had the opportunity to do before. So I hope you guys are excited for that, and hopefully your brains are pumping on how you can reach out to people. For example, the Fizzy shop is, I think, like, catered to this part of the P's and P's, because it looks pretty. We have a higher, you can market, you have the what's the word? The control over how much you want to sell them for. So there's a lot more flexibility there. So the Fizzy shop is really ideal for this, I think. Obviously, you can sell whatever, but there is that. If there's like boutiques in your area, like I said, do that, reach out. But yeah, so that is the biggest thing that you guys need to keep in mind, and something that if you are looking for different ways to reach out to people and different ways to showcase Posh, this is gonna be it. This is it. This is what you're looking for. This would be perfect for that. All right. Do you guys have any questions or anything that you guys? I'm like freezing. I'm like right under the cooler, so I'm freezing right now. All right. What was I gonna say? So there is that. That is the biggest P's and P's thing that you guys need to be aware of. You probably already heard about it, but this is a big deal and something that really can be a game changer for a lot of you, okay? All right, so other topics. So the topic of tonight is Posh Night recap, but I really meant UnCon recap. So I'm going to go over some other stuff. So I already talked about goals and how that was a very general theme for Posh. And I also want to touch base on let's see, success and kind of what it means to you. Obviously, this is also part of your goal setting, but something to keep in mind is that the things that you're doing, the things that you're putting time into, and so it's your time management, which I think a lot of people have problems with, is that you need to keep in mind what makes sense for your business. Put your time into money producing activities, which we've talked about before, but like if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. So wasting time doing things that are kind of like time suckers is not going to be very beneficial for your business. Yeah, okay, spend a couple, a little bit watching, tasty videos or whatever videos are on your newsfeed, but focus the majority of your time on things that are really going to help you grow your business. I haven't heard that. That's hilarious. about the PMP is taking forever to read. I don't actually, I mean, it's thick, but it's not, to me, it makes, we know majority of it. If you guys have been around for a little while, you guys already know the majority of what's in there, so it's really not, it's not like you can't connect it to things you don't know. So it's kind of cool. I don't know, I kind of like reading stuff like that, so maybe I'm just a nerd that way, but all right, so okay, success. All right, so success boils down to really, you have to be, it boils down to you actually, like, it's like goal setting, right? You got to put down what it is that you want to do, break it down into how you're going to do it, and then go off and do it, right? Ginger, that's a good idea. She's going to highlight the new stuff in the P's and P's. That is an awesome idea. I think printing it out and like reading through it and just having that as a copy for you to refer back to is a great idea, because if you ever have questions on anything, it's like the polka dotted guide or the Posh paper or the transition guide. These are things that you want to be able to refer back to often, if you have any questions. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. All right. Let's see, other things I want to talk about. I'm going to go over these different trainings, or, like my favorites of these different trainings in a later date, but I just want to kind of overview it. Oh, the 100 Days of Rejection guy, if you have not watched his TED Talk, he is hilarious, and it's funny, but it really makes sense, the things that he talks about. So don't let rejection rule your life. And rejection is a numbers game. So as with Posh, you have to ask. The more people you can reach out to, the higher success you're going to have, the higher rate of success you're going to have. It really is. It's an attitude kind of thing, right? You cannot let failure keep you guys back from doing things. And his thing that he had was just ask. What's the harm in it? So whether you guys are looking at a sale, or asking someone to try a product, asking someone to be a part of your team, there is no harm in it. Many people stop or don't do these things because they're afraid of failure. And really, failure it's not the same thing. If they say no, it's not because they are necessarily saying no to you, which I know we've talked about this, but it could mean anything. No right now, no, this is not gonna ideal for me right now. So it's more about attitude, taking what they say and coming back and trying to figure out why. So if you're asking somebody if they want to join and they say no, ask them why. And maybe their why is the reason why they said no is because they are moving soon and they don't really know if they can fit it to their life, right? Well, then you can kind of take that and kind of roll with that and kind of see what is their hesitation. Is their hesitation because they really do not like Posh? Is it because they really don't like you? Or is it because it's just not the right time right now? Okay, or maybe they're just confused and they don't really know what it is, or they don't understand. So that is something that I thought was really good. So keep that out. And really, the thing that I wrote here that I thought was really cool was the bigger the outcome, the more rejections you'll get. So if you have a lofty goal, you're going to get rejection. And that's just part of it. It's a numbers game, and it's not personal, and it's not something that I want you guys to take to heart, because many successful people have experienced tons of rejection, and it really is important what you do with that rejection, how you turn around, how you spin it. Okay. And then so watch that TED Talk if you guys haven't yet. The 100 Days of Rejection. Start with Why by Simon Sinek is another one that you should check out. There's a book and there's also a TED Talk on that one. And that's going to help you guys figure out your why. So if you guys are unsure of what your why is, or you feel like you need to, kind of refresh it, those are some great ways for you to do that as well. Let's see. All right, so let's see. And then in let's see, we've talked about this before, but you want to obviously personalize things and don't just post and expect people to comment. You need to reach out and personally talk to people. Um, let's see. And one thing that was cool was that Posh allows us, one thing that I highlighted was that Posh allows us to live a lifestyle. So don't be afraid to share that with people. Okay, we've talked about this many times, but I've never heard it in this way, is that it is a lifestyle. This is a different kind of business, but this makes it possible for you to do the things that you do. It makes it possible for me to stay at home with my kids and to volunteer for every single field trip that they have, but yet still have something to do when they're at school, right? Without taking me away from them. So it is a lifestyle thing. It allows me to travel whenever I want to, without having to worry about taking time off. And that's just, my personal stuff, right? So it really is different depending on the person. But another thing that I wanted you guys to keep in mind, sorry, this is kind of like all over the place, but let's see. All right, and then last but not least, we talked a lot about setting the vibe for our tribe. Now, this was mentioned and brought up initially at in New Orleans at leadership, and that's where I got my tassel and all that fun stuff. But this is something that I want to stress again, and something that I really want to, like, for real do. I'm going to write this down and I'm going to get this done, is I want to set a vibe for our tribe, for our Posh Hearts company, whether I am your direct premier or not. If I'm somewhere in your upline, then this is what I want to have in our the team page now, is I want to make the team page a place where everyone can go to find uplifting, positive, supportive resources, and to connect with other team members and other company members, right? So in doing that, I'm going to really try to hone in on our kind of team, like, mantra, if you will. And we are going to I'm going to be more specific about things I'd like to see on the page, things that if they're not helpful to the page, I don't want to encourage that kind of those kinds of posts, okay? Because Facebook is a huge time sucker for majority of us, and I want our team page to be a very safe haven from all of the mess that you might be seeing in your news feed or in any other group that you might be in. And I want it to be a safe haven. I want it to be a very constructive place where you can build, where you can go to find ideas, where you can build your team, your personal business, etc. Okay, so we are going to have a more specific, I guess, team mission, a mantra, and to have some little guidelines, I guess, to help you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Because like I said, I'm not exactly the best with words, especially right now, like right spontaneously. And so I just want you guys to know that the team page is for all of us. And I really want to make sure that we set this up in a way that when we have 48-hour passes for potential team members, that they can come in and they feel the vibe of our tribe right away. They feel the Posh love. And if any of you guys have ever been to a Posh meeting, whether it be a regional meeting, an informal meeting, a day away, or UnCon, you guys probably immediately feel that, like, sisterhood and that the support that you get. Like, you're best friends with every single person that you meet, right? And I want people to be able to feel that. I want you guys to feel that when you're in our team page. This is going to be our safe haven. This is going to be everyone's page where everyone feels comfortable sharing what amazing happened to them that day, whether it be they sold their lotion that they were hoping for to sell that day, whether it be they made they hit their props, or maybe they set a mini goal from themselves, which was to send out 5 samples, and maybe they hit that. We want to share in the excitement, and I want to see what everybody is doing so that we can bounce ideas off of each other and we can grow together as a team. We are so much stronger as a tribe than as lone wolves, if you will. I personally feel like my transition in the company and my time that I started to really grow, both in my business and personally, was when I went to, oh my gosh, I'm gonna like start crying. This is horrible. Sorry, guys. So when I went to Amelia Island for Premier Con last year, I I felt that tribe and I felt like I had my friends and I had like I mean I knew these people. Some of them I didn't know, some of them I had just met, but we immediately bonded and it was this like incredible feeling to have these women that I looked up to that I it was it was great to have people who understood how I felt or were in the trenches with me. They understood the ups and the downs and the you know the ins and outs of this business and how hard it can be, but also how rewarding it can be. And having that time to them, having that time with them really changed my business. And that's the pinpoint that I always look back to when people are always asking me what happened, like what changed, because you are like, and like I honestly, I'm not trying to like brag or whatever, but I've had so many people who've known me since my first days of Posh, and now they see me and they're seeing that I'm being I had got the annual award. I went to Costa Rica. Um was a top 10 sponsor, which I like seriously almost broke down in tears when they said my name. I had to like keep it in when I had went up onto the stage, and a lot of people were like, "What happened?" Because like they've known me and they're just like, "You have grown so much in this like last year. Like what happened?" And in my mind, it's the team, it's the tribe, it's you guys, it's all my Posh sisters, all my Posh friends, and it's like so stinking cheesy. Mind you, I can be a very cynical person, which I guess if you guys don't know me very well, you might be surprised that I can be kind of negative or cynical about things. But it's super cheesy. But really, it's the tribe that um, got me through the bad times. It's the tribe that really shifted my thinking and my mindset and really just made me kind of shoot up from there because from that Amelia Island and that time that I had with my tribe, I was able to believe in myself and just well, I didn't know I was believing in myself at the time, but really it was they believed in me, so I believed in me, and that's how I was able to grow. And the whole point of this is I want our team page to be that. I want you guys to be able to connect with everybody and to feel that vibe without having to go to a meeting to do it. Because some of us can't go to every meeting. Some of us have not been to a regional meeting or let alone a day away or an UnCon. Some of you guys are brand spanking new and you guys have not had the opportunity yet. And I want the vibe of our group to be something that is undeniable, something that you guys are feeling even when it's through a computer screen. Okay, so Laura, I'm so glad that I was able to hang out with you and just to like Laura, we were instant friends, you know. I mean, we thought we were when we first chatted, but like this weekend was like, yes, we've known each other forever, you know. And so I'm glad that you felt that at UnCon. But Carissa, get with me because I want to bounce ideas off of bounce ideas. So if you do have some ideas, I'd love to share it. Charlie, yeah, see if we're like you. If a regional meeting is so far away, then I don't want you to feel alone in this. I don't want anybody that is in our group to feel like they are doing this alone. So if you guys are watching this and you are feeling overwhelmed or unsure or anything like that, we are here for you. And I want that. Thank you, Catherine. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Krista will Zoom. Anyone else that wants to hang out and Zoom with me or whatever, let me know because I love you guys. You guys are the best. Like it's been oh my gosh, I'm gonna so cry. Sorry. Okay, so this took a really weird turn. Sorry, guys. it's the team. It's the whole tribe that keeps me going and that like makes it worth it, you know? Holy crap, I'm so sorry. This is like so not. Yeah, see, I do the same thing. Is that I am somebody that if I get into a hole or a rut or whatever, I pull away. I shut down. I don't reach out because that's weird. Why would I do that, you know? But when you have, I don't know, it's something different. And I'm not saying I'm really good at it. It's not like I reach out to somebody and be like, I need help. But don't be afraid to ask for help. That was actually another thing that we learned at UnCon. Um, Thanks, Ginger. I appreciate that. I'm apologizing because it's kind of embarrassing to break down in tears when I'm talking to myself because no one can see the comments if they're just watching the video. Um, but that was actually one of the things was that reach out for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness whatsoever. So um, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like you don't know what to do or anything. If you're feeling like you need help and you don't want to ask for it, please ask for it. We're here to help you guys. Ask any one of us. Ask any of the ask your sponsor. Ask your any of the premiers. Ask if you're under Kylene, if you're in Jamie's team, if you're in my team, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're here to help you guys. And I want our team page to reflect that. I want people to be able to come on, and it doesn't have to be a prospective team member because that's not the point. I want you, if you're watching this, then I want you to be able to come onto our team page and just absolutely find it to be a safe haven, and you can talk about the things, and we can help each other out because we're here to help each other out. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I gotta like. I did not expect that. So my whole point was, my last but not least point was that I want to have a team mission. I want to have a stronger sense of tribe in our team page. And I want to have guidelines for us to kind of help us do that. So posts that are uplifting, positive, supportive, um, anything like that is absolutely welcome and needed in the team page. Okay, if you are needing help, don't feel like you can't ask on the team page, but I do invite you guys to check 3 places before you ask. Whether it be the polka dotted guide, searching on the team page, or searching on or looking at an academy training video. Check 3 places before you ask. This is not because I'm trying to discourage you from asking. This is for me. This is for you as a way for you to learn how to find the answers yourself. Because sometimes if you have a question and pretend I'm at UnCon or leadership or everybody is unavailable and you have a question, or maybe you don't have Wi-Fi, you're at an event, you have no Wi-Fi. How do you find the answer? Maybe you have the Posh paper with you. Maybe you carry around the polka dotted guide. You can get those answers yourself. This is to help you guys. This is to strengthen your personal growth as well. So yeah. So again, I'm gonna come up with like an official whatever so that you guys can refer to. But this is going to be my kind of like team goal for all of us. So if you guys do something cool, if you package something and you thought that was like the prettiest thing you've ever made, pat yourself on the back. Don't be afraid to share it on the team page because like maybe it is the coolest thing that I've ever seen too. You know, maybe we've never seen it like that, and maybe you don't know it's that cool. Maybe you think, hey, this is something I did. It's really not that big of a deal, but I'm just gonna share it because maybe someone else will find it helpful. You'd be surprised. You guys probably all have something absolutely amazing that you do not even know about. And I want you guys to share that so that we can recognize you for the amazing things that you do so that you are not feeling alone in this, okay? I'm blabbing, so I'm going to read the comments that I'm missing. um, um, yeah, sorry, I'm like having a hard time reading things. So yeah, we want we want the team page to be a place of support. Okay, that's generally what it is. Oh, the newsroom. Yes, check the newsroom. That is actually probably like the number one place you should check when you have a question, because you should be looking at the newsroom every day. The newsroom should be the thing that you check after Facebook notifications or before Facebook notifications if your priorities are actually where they should be. Your newsroom should be on your list of things to check. You know, you check your email, you check your text messages, you check the newsroom. That's something that you should be doing every single day because that is where Posh is going to give you the like pretty much all communication is going to go through the newsroom. Okay. Yeah, and there really are people that honestly have no idea how cool or amazing they are and the things they do. I am saying this from experience because I don't know the things that I had no idea the things I was doing were spectacular. And I'm so not trying to brag. But people find some of the things that I do that I didn't think were that cool. In fact, I actually thought I had to work on it. Some people find that I actually am already really good at it. And that was something that I didn't know because it was part of something that I felt part of how I felt like I needed to work on. But then turns out it's actually something that people feel like I'm good at. So I want you guys, I want people to feel that too, where you feel like maybe you're not as good in something, you're inadequate in something, but maybe you're not. You have no idea, right? It's all about perspective. Oh, Catherine, I'm glad. Yes. The graphics pages that I have in the files, the helpful links files, they're super helpful. I love that it's graphics because it doesn't suck you in, and it's helpful. You can easily find the things that you're looking for. Let's see. I'm reading through comments here. Thank you, Ginger. For anybody that has not looked yet, because I'm not going to be able, and nobody here is able to do so either, is we cannot repost every single thing that happens in the newsroom because it's in the newsroom already. You should be checking it. There have been according to Ginger, there have been 5 updates in the newsroom today/tonight. So definitely look at the newsroom. A lot of questions can be answered through there, especially if it's about shipping or out of stock or anything like that. And then, like I said, check 3 places before you ask. Because that is a tool for you too, so that you can find your answers quickly as well. Love it, Krista. Best priorities ever. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. Does that help you guys? Are you guys feeling good? I really have to say that leadership in UnCon was amazing. I am in love with all the people in home office. They know what's up. They have our best interests at heart. In fact, they are so ready to reward us and to acknowledge all the amazing things that we do. They want to invest in us, which is amazing and incredible. And I hope you guys are feeling that. And it's hard when you aren't able to attend a meeting or actually see home office people face to face, but they are so ready to they are always up for suggestions and how they can help us better. And it's absolutely amazing to feel that support from home office, and I really want you guys to feel that from home office, but also from Posh Arts as a whole. Okay. But the only way we can do that is if we work together. Okay. As much as I want to hug all you guys individually, so much easier just to do a group hug. Super weird metaphor, but it works. Yes, the newsroom also has a search function and tags, which is super helpful. And I know that they are, we have a communications director team now. We have a director and a team, and their specific task is to convey information to us. So it's going to get so much more streamlined and a lot easier to find things. So hopefully you guys are already kind of seeing that with the newsroom in place. But yeah, you guys should definitely be checking the newsroom every day. Whew, okay. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about or anything else you guys want to add? Yeah. I want you guys to really just think of your goals, write them down, put them out there in the universe, and work for them. You guys can do anything that you guys want to do with Posh, and even more than you probably imagine. There's so much opportunity here, and you guys can totally do it. Yeah, work harder, work smarter, not harder. Commit to the speed of your success. That's another great thing too. Yeah, there was a lot of great stuff. So yeah, write down your goals, small, medium, giant, scary ones. Make a plan and get to work. It doesn't, you can do it within any amount of time that you have. Okay, if you guys are working full time and you have very limited time, make sure that time that you have for Posh is you're using it to the best of your ability. And if you need help, reach out. We are here to help you guys. And for real, please, I don't care if you guys are not in my team or whatever. I don't care. If you guys are on the Posh Heart team, you guys are here. You're part of our tribe, and you are the vibe of our tribe is really set by everybody in the tribe. So you guys, in order to make this the space that we want, it starts with all of us. It starts with each and every one of you guys to contribute and to help each other out. You guys already help each other out, but I want you guys to feel, I guess, more welcome to post and to share and to join in on the positivity and the love, right? Yeah, Charlie. All right, Carissa, I will get with you to figure it out. If anybody else has questions, if not, we are going to jump off because this has been a long one and way more real than I thought it was going to get. Yeah, so I just want to again reiterate that I've been through it all. I've been through the ups and the downs, the worst months, the best of months, the times when I just didn't think I could do it, times when it was hard as heck, and I'm feeling absolutely stuck in my life and in business and whatever, and yet here I am, and this has been the best year of my Posh career or whatever. So you can do it. Okay, don't feel like you can't. If you're feeling any doubt, reach out to somebody. Okay. All right, I'm gonna jump off. I don't see any more comments. If you guys are watching this later, you can always ask any questions that you guys might have. And again, always, we are here to help you guys in any way that we can. Okay, so reach out to your sponsors, your friends, your anybody, premieres, etc., etc. And we will be here to help you guys. Okay. We need to really lean on each other if we want our tribe to grow and to flourish. All right, I'm just gonna blab for a while, I guess. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful night.